We'll call this morning's Housing, Urban Development and Zoning Committee meeting to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Cone,
Present.
Alderwoman Schweitzer, Vice Chair Sonier,
Present.
Alderman Browning,
Present.
Alderman Aldridge,
Present.
Chair Clark Hubbard.
Here.
We have 5 present. We have a quorum.
Thank you. With that, I'll accept the motion to approve the minutes from Thursday, February 4th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
It was moved by Vice Chair Sonier and seconded by Alderman Browning that we approve the minutes from Thursday, February 4th, 2025. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Cone,
Aye.
Alderwoman Schweitzer, Vice Chair Sonier,
Aye.
Alderman Browning,
Aye.
Alderman Aldridge,
Aye.
Chair Clark Hubbard.
Aye.
We have 5 aye votes.
All right, with that, we've successfully approved the minutes from Thursday, February 4th, 2025. We have no board bills for review or resolutions for review, so we're skipping to committee discussions. Item number 1, Alderwoman Boyd, you are recognized.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm multitasking. I'm on another hearing and then I'm on the phone. Thank you, HUD Committee, for hearing item number 1 for the appointees to the Baden Market Century Special Business District. Michael and myself have been meeting with the businesses that's in the Baden district for about a year now. And we've been trying to ensure that they don't lose those dollars over there in Baden. And I'm pretty sure Baden is really the only business district in North St. Louis. And so we really were pushing, and it was tedious to interview people to try to make sure that they understood what the purpose was of the business district. And so we finally came up with the slate of who would be those potential board members. It covers Alderwoman Tyus and my ward, and we have been reaching out to herself and myself. Michael was, I do give him that credit. He was sending emails to both of us, keeping us abreast of what's going on. So we do have the members here today that are up for this appointment. And Madam Chair, I didn't know if you all wanted to speak to each one individually or how you want to do that.
Thank you so much, Alderwoman Boyd. Yes, we usually just go through, give them opportunity to introduce themselves and tell why they have a desire to serve not only their community, but the city of St. Louis, their district, but the committee of the city rather, St. Louis this way. So I have the list, and I know you said you're multitasking. Would you like me to assist with calling them up, or would you like to call them up in order?
No, you can call them up. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Alderwoman Boyd. So we will start, I'll go in order of the names, how they are listed here under item number 1. We'll start with someone who I'm a personal fan of. Here I see, good to see your smiling face this morning, Miss Keefe. Tamara. Keefe, can you raise your right hand and swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I can.
Okay, I'm wondering why we didn't all get ice cream this morning, but I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Miss Keefe, here, introduce yourself and give us a little bit of history and why you're interested in serving on the Baden Market Center Special Business District.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Tamara Keefe here. Thank you for that. You know, we've invested in the city. I've built my ice cream dreams, so to speak, in the city of St. Louis. We're celebrating our 10th year in business, which I'm so grateful for. God willing, things continue to go well. And I really want to help out in the neighborhood. You know, we've invested in Baden. I think we're the largest single investment in Baden in probably the last 10, 15 years, maybe. I've put $5 million in our facility right there in Baden to make it the only FDA certified state-of-the-art ice cream manufacturing facility in the state of Missouri. So we're there. 75% of our new back of the house workforce live within 3 miles. It's an amazing place. And, you know, somebody has to be willing to go first and invest in the neighborhoods and the communities if we want to see them change. And I love St. Louis, and that's why I've done it. That's why I'm doing it.
Thank you so much, Ms. Keefe. I'll go through my colleagues here on the board, on the committee, see if they have any questions. Alderman Cone.
Hi, good morning. Tamara, thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you again. Can't speak highly enough of your company and its products. Frequent there very often. The Italian butter cookie are my favorite, but anyways, appreciate you stepping up and, wanting to serve in this capacity in the Baden neighborhood. And I don't really have any questions aside from, just thanking you for wanting to serve here. But I do have a question of the Alderwoman, if that's okay, Madam Chair, or do you want to go through all of that? Alderwoman Boyd, are you still on the line? I'll follow up with her at the end once we get through all of the nominees. But thank you again for your service and your interest in serving in this capacity, Tamara.
Absolutely.
Alderman Browning.
Hey, no questions. Just want to thank you for what you said about investing in your community and, taking that step. I fully believe in that. So really appreciate your service.
My pleasure.
Alderman Aldridge.
No questions, thank you.
Vice Chair Sanye.
No questions.
I don't have any additional questions. I did just want to also echo and uplift, make sure people didn't miss that not only did you come in and invest, but you also are employing people right there in the community, right there in the neighborhood. So many times we have people that come and get the perception that they're taking from communities. And so with you employing families, and which helps the entire family in the community, I think that should have been uplifted as well. So with that, thank you for being here this morning, for taking the time, and thank you for your commitment to wanting to serve on the Baden Market Center Special Business District.
My pleasure.
All right, Dominique Avant.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. I'm just having a good time this morning because I don't know, I like to brag. Hope you all know I like to brag. I'm Dominique's older lady.
Yes,
All
yes.
the ladies. So it's good to see you here this morning. Can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
You swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Please proceed. Give us a little bit of history about yourself and why you're interested in serving on this special business district.
Awesome. Well, my name is Dominique Avant, born and raised a native of St. Louis since the beginning. And so I had my formal education here in St. Louis Public Schools, as well as receiving my undergraduate studies from Harris-Stowe State University. I also have a master's in non-for-profit administration from Webster University with the marketing certificate from Lindenwood University. I eat, sleep, and breathe my city, of support. I currently serve as the Director of Youth Programs for Northside Youth and Senior Service Center in the Greater Ville, as well as Compliance Officer for the agency. And so, I pride myself on serving leadership. I'm for the people of the people of here of the city of St. Louis, and my heart has just always been servantry and servitude. I came to know about the great community of Baden by way of just really serving and doing outreach in the Baden community with Living with Purpose. I acquired a piece of land in the Baden community with hopes of pursuing one of my dreams, my passion. I am also the founder and CEO of a 501c3 charitable organization called Shoe Fly, where we provide shoes and essentials for youth and children across the city of St. St. Louis. The hopes was to have this innovative space for storage and warehouse, because we go all about of St. Louis, right? We're just not in one sector of the city, but we are, you know, for the families in the community of St. Louis. And so we do a lot of outreach, specifically during the back to school, Christmas time. And so, you know, this space was to be an innovative space. So we're able to store a lot of the in-kind support that we do get from different shoe companies, and different other goods that we get from department stores. And so, you know, I fell in love with the community, you know, supporting the Baden Coalition through Living with Purpose and doing a lot with them over the last 3 or 4 years. And so, you know, my heart has always been to serve our community. I know what it is to live in an area where, you know, you see things of growth. I remember I grew up on Union and Vernon as a child, and I remember when we got our first Walgreens there at Page in Union. And as a kid, I just was like so excited to see the new growth of taking place right in my community. So, you know, my goal is to come and be a part of a team, to work collaboratively to help support the community, provide infrastructure, as well as provide a fresh perspective. And that's what I bring to spaces and to the tables that I am a part of: fresh perspectives, innovative ideas, but also bringing my knowledge and my expertise that aligns with, you know, organizational structure, with my background in non-for-profit administration. And so, you know, I'm here to serve. I'm here to work in concert with colleagues, with the city of St. Louis, because it's just not about just one specific area, but it's about just the growth overall. Because St. Louis is a great place. St. Louis is definitely a place of heroes and great things. And so, you know, we want to spread that across the city of St. Louis, and we all have a heart to serve. And I want to be a part of that movement of greatness and serving our community.
Thank you so much. Thank you for, again, taking the time out to be here this morning.
Yes.
Let's see, we'll go through the committee. Alderman Cone.
Good morning. Hi, Dominic, thank you, so much for your passion around, this community and for the city of St. Louis. It's greatly appreciated. I think the alderwoman from the 12th, I don't know if she's on the line or not, but I know she's also particularly proud of that Walgreens still to this day.
Yes.
Well,
it's closed down now, but
she still talks with pride about, getting them to open there along with the Schnooks and all of that. So I know that, times are changing, and the retail environment is a really challenging one. So, as a representative of an area that also has faced disinvestment for several decades, it's a challenge when neighbors see those types of things happen in our community, and not necessarily understanding the kind of broader global context that, Walgreens are closing everywhere too. So,
absolutely.
but so it's not necessarily a reflection of the community, but the community doesn't always feel that way when they're, feeling neglected all the time.
Absolutely.
So, it's nice to have folks like yourself who are so passionate and caring and committed to the community. And thank you for your interest in serving in this capacity for the city.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Alderman Browning.
Thank you. Really just appreciate your willingness to serve. It sounds like you are so St. Louis, just a real rich history. And I think that you're going to bring a lot to this this district by serving on it. So appreciate your willingness, and happy to confirm you.
Thank you.
Alderman Aldridge.
I was just going to say thank you for being here, Dominique, and also to the previous business owner. But I needed all of that, which it was like Super Bowl all over. You was feeding my energy, you was feeding my soul, you was feeding everything I need to, just to continue to, sometimes in St. Louis, we talk so much about the negative. We talk about this or that, or in our community, especially in disadvantaged neighborhoods, how we don't have this and that. And, the work that it sounds like you doing and living with the purpose, I know the work that they do, it was everything I needed this morning. You talk about heroes in St. Louis. You are one of those heroes, and I'm just super honored to, in this little short time, been able to hear a little bit about your resume. It sounds like since you're the alder, or you're a resident of the Alder Lady of Power 10, I know where to find you
Great news.
down when I need some of that reassurance and just good energy. And you, like the alderman from the night said, so St. Louis, or we get real, the St. Louis versus everybody. I felt all of that in you. So just thank you for being here today. And I look forward to moving you forward, as well as the previous business owner. But just thank you. I needed that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Vice Chair Sanye.
Well, I think it's all been said now, so I don't have much to add, but I'm certainly looking forward to supporting you today, and I really appreciate your interest in wanting to serve our city and the model that you're helping to provide. Shout out to SLPS.
Yes, you see my Peabody babies?
I sure do. I see them.
All right. Well, thank you again, Dominique, for being here. Thank you again for the testimony. I'm gonna call it a testimony. Getting here really quickly, can you just share how people can sew into or get in contact with you on the sewing?
Yes. So we are on Facebook. I have been on a sabbatical last year. My wife received a kidney last year, and so I was on sabbatical with Shoefly. And so the goal is to get re-engaged with everything with Shoefly. But we are on Facebook. Shoefly, that's two words. SHOEFLY, and just go take a look and just see and just be on the lookout on how you can come support, how you can donate. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, Ms. Jones, Kimberly Jones.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Jones. Can you raise your right hand, swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be here this morning. It really speaks to the commitment and the dedication to your community and wanting to serve on the Baden Market Center Special Business District. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Give us a little bit of background and why you're interested in serving on this Special Business District.
My name is Dr. Kimberly Jones. I am one of the founders of Living with Purpose, located in the Old Yours Market. We've been in the community since December of 2018. We moved into Baden, and we were just wowed by the lack of, and our biggest thing was, what can we do? So Living with Purpose, we are actually a nonprofit, but we have a contract with Department of Mental Health. So we service individuals with developmental disabilities and mental illness in residential capacities and employment capacities. And we provide behavior services to those individuals as well, basically trying to help them live the best life possible, no matter what their disability and mental illness is. And so coming into Baden, we saw something different. We saw that there was just a huge need. We just saw need. We did not necessarily know what to do, but we said we got to do something. So we started hosting little events here and there. Our first event was in 2019, a back to school event. And I think we maybe had about 15 or 50 participants come through. But from those 50 participants, we were able to gather information and start developing a relationship with the residents of the community on what they were dealing with and what the issues were and what they wanted to see. And we were proud that in 2024, when we hosted our back to school event in August, we serviced 400 plus individuals, 24 different zip codes. We had zip codes from Illinois, we had North County, South City, North City. That right there let us know that we had made and our impact had been reached, that we had did what we wanted to accomplish. We wanted wanted to reach people. We wanted people to feel comfortable coming to a safe place. We have, and I can't wait to share it this year because we're going to be hosting our first gala, because we actually have been in operation 10 years as well. And there are pictures that I have collected over these 10 years that will speak to the story of that event in 2018 to that event in 2024. And the smiles, the kids, Dom has been amazing. I mean, the kids were so excited to get shoes. When they see Dom, they know they're going to get them a fresh pair of shoes, and they have the biggest smiles on their faces. And we've been able to capture some of those smiles. And when they say pictures are priceless because those smiles, you can't tell them kids nothing. You can't tell them that they ain't the freshest, they ain't the best. But they need that. That's that hope that you want to give to communities like Baden. So we have been able to just really grow our organization in Baden. We now have a whole community side to Living with Purpose. And that community side is a part of the Grow STL Coalition. So we focus on the opioid epidemic and substance abuse. I have individuals on my staff that are specialized in substance abuse certification trainings. I have licensed professional counselors who work with people basically all throughout the community. We meet them where they're at. There's no judgment. We can't judge over there. There's no way we can. We've seen a lot, but we've also seen a lot of beautiful moments. Anytime somebody walks in that door and tells you, hey, I've been clean 72 hours, I'm sorry. I'm finna celebrate you. I'm celebrating you because you didn't have to come back and tell us. You didn't have to acknowledge that we were a part of that. You didn't have to do any of that. But the fact that you did, it lets us know that you appreciated the help that you received when you came through that door. So when people walk through our door, we always want them to understand that they will never, ever be judged. Never, ever be judged. I have individuals on my staff that come from all different walks of life. I have peer specialists that have 20 plus years clean. I have peer specialists that have 10 years. I have an individual that was supposed to serve 2 life sentences in jail. And because of his knowledge and his willingness to educate himself, he was able to advocate for himself to get a release, as well as get pardoned from Biden before Biden left office. So Living with Purpose, we are a plethora of different walks of life. And when we come together, all I see is greatness from it. And yes, I am biased, but I see nothing but greatness because I love my staff. I love my people. Baden is a very special community to me. My aunt lived in Baden for a long time. And I remember my mom, because I'm a product of St. Louis City, Roosevelt High School all day. And I remember my mom coming to Baden just to shop with my aunt. And so I remember as a kid what Baden looked like, and I still believe that Baden can and will be that again. I will hold to that. We're not leaving Baden. We will always be in Baden, and we're going to continue to grow in Baden. So I don't know what else I can say other than we love Baden. We love our people over there. It is a very Black male heavy community. And that is why we have brought in more Black males on our staff team to make more connections with those Black men. So we hosted our first men's health event last year, and we had 50 plus Black men from that community come, and 23 of them got screened for prostate cancer. I was so thrilled. I was so thrilled. We want to increase those numbers. We've brought different kinds of services to the communities. We've brought Affinia that has came and did on the spot different kinds of health assessments. We've brought nurses from UMSL because they internship with us and they do on the spot health assessments. We've brought different mobile units to Baden I was diagnosed with breast cancer last year, so my big thing was to make sure that that mobile unit is in Baden every year. So we had it in October of this past year, and we're going to continue to have it in Baden every single year, just to continue to increase that awareness of what we are exposed to that we may not even know. We don't have control over all those things, but there are preventative methods that we can take to increase our lifespans. And we're just working over there just to decrease as much as we can the health inequities that are being dealt with over there. So I won't take up too much more time because I can talk about this all day, y'all. Like, this is what I do. So
Well, thank you so much. Let me apologize because I know better. I should have made sure I addressed you correctly and properly, decent and in order. It is Dr. Jones. It is Dr. Kimberly Jones. So I apologize for that. To my colleagues, the reason I know that and I'm familiar with that is because we have honored Dr. Jones the way that we can down here at the Board of Aldermen in resolution for the work that she has done here at Living with a Purpose, and then the example that she has set being a breast cancer survivor and the commitment. And I think it was important and good that you shared, right, your lived experiences and memories of what Baden used to be. So that drives you to work and serve into what Baden can still be and what will be. We're going to say what will be. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time out. It's important that we acknowledge that you all have taken the time out to be here this morning and share this and share this with us. So I'll go through the committee. Alderman Cone.
No questions, Madam Chair. Just echo the sentiments of the chair lady, and thank you for your interest in serving our city.
Alderman Brownie.
No questions. Also echo the comments of my colleagues and appreciate you for your service.
Alderman Aldridge.
No questions. Also, I love the work that y'all do. I know the work that Living with a Purpose does. Again, echo what I said to Dominique earlier. Needed all of this, especially during this, Black History Month, just to continue to keep just the Black excellence that's going on in North St. Louis, in St. Louis. And like I say, I probably haven't met you, but I'm a fan of the work that you do. And that speaks to the work that you all are doing, that it is reaching beyond folks that have never actually maybe personally met you, but have seen and just heard all the good stuff that you're doing to change and make a difference and bring back life into our community. So thank you for everything you do.
Vice Chair Sanye.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the committee. I would just echo the sentiments that were heard before. There are so many things you just said that I'm still processing. Congratulations to the man who was able to come out and get pardoned and be brought back into society for his knowledge. I think that there are a lot of issues in our community, and a lot of them are systemic and are a result of kind of not having exposure to things, and are the result of kind of repeating things, whether it's substance use or certain behaviors that we kind of seen and were exposed to growing up. So I really appreciate the transformative work that it sounds like that your organization is doing to give people a second chance at life, whether that's when they come back into our communities from being, in jail or in prison, or whether that's, substance use and treatment options. So just thank you very much for the work that you do. And if there's ever anything that I can do to be supportive, please, let me know. And I look forward to supporting you today.
Thank you again for coming out, being here this morning, sharing that and inspiring us to keep going. I'm looking on the list of participants. Is Melanie Fair here?
She's not online.
Okay, is she on the other side, possibly?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Tyanna Broadway. Good morning, Miss Broadway. I think you might be on mute. Check your mute.
Good morning, Madam Chair and the board.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Ms. Broadway, for taking the time out to be here with us this morning. We don't take it for granted. Can you raise your right hand and swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you go ahead and introduce yourself, give us a little bit of background and why you're interested in serving on the Baden Market Center Special Business District.
Okay. I'm Tyanna Broadway. I'm born and raised in the city of St. Louis. Actually, where I was born, the NGA sits right now. So that's where I was born and raised all my life. And then we have a business in Baden District, newly business, just be opening in 2025. And we've been rehabbing on it for 3 years. So during that time, we spent a lot of time volunteering in Baden, getting to know Baden. I already knew Baden, but being actively involved in the community. I have an undergraduate degree in business administration, with a minor in psychology and a graduate degree in sociology, criminal justice. I'm proud to be a part of the Baden revitalization. That's why I wanted to serve on this committee, because I'm currently already involved in the Baden area. And so I just want to connect and collaborate with residents and businesses and in the community, and also want to be a part of the Baden Business District. I've never been a part of a committee like this, and I thought this would be an excellent opportunity to offer, my suggestions, opinions, and we work together to make Baden continue to grow. Because I look forward to that. Our business is A&T Broadway, DBA Broadway's on Broadway. It's an event space and culture center located in the Baden Business District on that corridor. And so we look forward to being a vibrant hub for seniors, faith-based individuals, small businesses, and nonprofit organizations. We consider ourselves a culture center too, because we look forward to having events tailored towards older adults and seniors to, give them other opportunities to get out and be active and have a social life in the Baden area. So with that being said, that's why I'm excited about the Baden district. I currently live in the High Park district. And in High Park, I did some same thing. We did some rehabbing of city properties, and I currently live in one. So I have a passionate for making the city look the way it used to look when I grew up, and I still see those visions. And so we just do it block, building by building, block by block. But I'm here to help in any way possible.
Thank you so much, Ms. Broadway. Let me tell you, you said one of the magic keywords to me when I think about people and they're wanting to serve on committees like that, is that you're looking forward to working together, right? And so what you're looking forward to working together to continue in the growth of the Baden District, and hear your example that you set in Hyde Park where you live now, and the history that you have from where you lived before. You almost, when you said block by block, you almost made me think about one of our former colleagues, Sam Moore, who used to say brick by brick. So that's a special kind of commitment that many don't really have. So I hear it in your voice. And again, I thank you for taking the time for being here this morning. Alderman Cone.
Thank you.
No questions. Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for your interest in serving.
Thank you.
Alderman Browning.
No questions. Just thank you for your service, and completely agree with building back St. Louis and just everything that you're doing to be a part of your community.
Thank you.
Alderman Aldridge.
Good morning, sis. And I can say
Good morning.
I can say sis because the alderman, as she always say, the alderman of the 10th. I'm your alderman.
Right.
And it's so glad that you are here. I know the amazing work that you already doing at Hyde Park. And I know the continuation of the work that you're going to do in the Bay neighborhood. And I'm just so glad to see you this morning. And I have no questions, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Alderman.
Vice Chair Sanye.
I don't have any questions for you. Just, thank you for your service and thank you for having a vision for our community and believing in the possibility of revitalization. I think it's something that I certainly share with you, and I appreciate that you're doing work, not just saying that you believe in that, but doing work to bring that about. So thank you so much, and I look forward to supporting you today.
Yes. And please visit my website because it was an old building built in 1880 from LRA. And so we transformed it. So it's Broadway's on Broadway.com. So if you all want to see one of y'all old properties come to light, please look at it.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for sharing that as well. All right, Theresa Myers.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Hi, Ms. Myers, can you raise your right hand and swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Right. Thank you for being here, Ms. Myers. Thank you for taking the time out. Give us a little bit of history, but background on yourself and why you're interested in serving in the Baden Market Center Special Business District.
Okay, I'm gonna make it so fast because I'm on a cruise and they keep making these announcements, and I'm like, Lord, please let them be quiet when I have to talk. My name is Theresa Hendricks Myers. We have a business on Broadway, and it's next to Miss Tyanna. And we are called Events on Broadway. We've been there going on 3 years. We had to rehab that building as well. So we kind of brought the corner up just a little bit from the flower shop. We rehabbed the full building. I'm interested in being on this committee. I want to see the Baden area flourish. I wanted to come back to where it was. I watch these movies and I see these neighborhoods and I'm like, oh my God, this is Baden. Like Baden can be this. And I just didn't know what I could do to make it, to where it was. And then when this was introduced to me, and I'm like, this is a dream come true to me, to where I can help, get a neighborhood going from where, where it's at now to, where it could be. So I'm here to assist in any way that I can. Wherever you need me, just put me there. I'm open and willing to help out wherever you all need me. Let's see. I work at the event space. I do have a position at St. Louis University. I'm the assistant director of student accounts. So I work with a lot of numbers. And I've been at St. Louis University for 18, almost 19 years. And we have a home health care as well that's located inside the business. We've had the home health care for 8 years. Now we had the home health care. It was in Creve Coeur at first, and we moved it down to Baden. We were very, very happy to move it down to where we knew that more people needed the services. So yeah, I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity to even speak to you all.
Ms. Myers, thank you for that. Thank you for giving us that background. Thank you for the intentional choice you made to come back and move back down in the city. That makes a difference. Every time somebody does that, it makes a difference in how we'll be able to move our city forward. And I don't know anything that speaks more to a commitment to wanting to serve than to come in from a cruise. So we can really stop right there. But again, I know there are people that are here right now that probably wouldn't sign in the way that you are signing in. So thank you again. We do not take it for granted that you all take the time out to come and advocate not just for yourself, but for your communities this way. So we'll go through the committee quickly so you can get back to your cruise. Alderman Cone.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As someone who dialed into a Board of Aldermen meeting on their birthday while they were in Mexico, I can completely appreciate that you're, taking the time to be here with us this morning. And let's wrap this up so that you can get back to enjoying your vacation. And thank you so much for your service.
You're welcome.
Alderman Browning.
Thank you. I'll be brief as well. Thank you for your service. Really look forward to confirming you, and just appreciate everyone who served St. Louis.
Thank you.
Alderman Aldridge.
No questions. Enjoy your trip. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Vice Chair Sanye.
I don't have any questions. I appreciate your service, and you have reminded me of back in my board education days where I would be at work and have to hop off on Zoom for a second for a meeting and for a conversation. So, I just really appreciate your dedication and your service, especially knowing that this is an unpaid role and will, be an additional responsibility that you have. But that's what it takes. It really takes all of us to get to the community that we'd like to see. So thank you so much for your service.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so with that, we have successfully heard from everyone with the exception of Melanie Fair. So what we'll do, committee, if it's okay with you, is pull her out of the confirmation for us today. I know many of us are prepared to move forward with, but we will wait to hear, go ahead and let Alderwoman Boyd close, and then we'll see how we move forward again to confirm everyone else and hopefully reschedule with Miss Melanie Fair.
Okay, I was like, let me get this right. I'm on the phone again from another meeting. I don't know if Alderwoman Tyus is on because she shares part of this business district. Is she on, Madam Clerk?
No, she's not.
Okay, because that's what I was trying to give her opportunity to speak. And so I want to ask for a favorable consideration because Alderwoman Tyus, and the reason why I asked for her to speak is because majority of those businesses were in her ward, and I wanted to make sure she had the opportunity to speak. She did have concern, and she wanted to wait till after the election, and so the process had been pushing for a while. I'm asking if we could move forward with this and vote for these people because they have been waiting a while. And I know a lot of people are waiting and trying to avoid dealing with things now and wait until later. But I just don't want to lose the interest that the people that we have. And that's what I'm fearful of. And Baden is a struggling community. And I don't think if you haven't been over there, you can't even begin to relate to the struggles that's over there and those agencies and businesses that are doing it. It's a challenge just to have a business on Broadway and if you don't have parking on Broadway, that's a challenge because people won't patronize your business because they can get their car destroyed, literally, because Broadway is like a highway. So I just, ask for your favorable consideration for these appointees.
Thank you so much, Alderwoman Boyd, and thank you for your continued service and commitment. I know you meet tirelessly and consistently, which is important with the businesses and with the business community in your wards and in your areas. I see it, I hear it when you working with them in your what is it, the Riverview?
West Florissant.
Yeah, district. So I have always admired that about you. I actually mirrored it in some of the businesses that I had when I first came on in the 26th Ward on Martin Luther King. So thank you for the example you set in the advocacy for your businesses. Did we have any other comments from any other colleagues before? Okay, Alderman Cone.
Yeah, good morning, Alderwoman Boyd. I hope to see you in a few minutes here down at City Hall. But do you know, were there any specific concerns from the Alderwoman of the 12th? I just recall last our last meeting that she seemed to voice some concern, but I wasn't sure, is it around just the upcoming elections, or were there specific concerns about any of the nominees that were put forward?
I don't think she had concerns about the nominees. I think it was just concern. And I respect her thoughtfulness because she always looks at things logistically. And so she's thinking that we probably should wait because it's so much going on right now. And she feels that maybe we just need to wait until after the elections to move forward on doing that. And contrary to what people believe, that's not my expertise on how to move things in that direction. Because my thinking is if you get if you all agree to the appointments, can it be held until the elections? I don't know. That's my whole concern. I don't know how to do it. Because I take what she's saying, that with all this going on, it's kind of, a lot of noise around moving things to make stuff happen. So that's what she asked. She said, well, I just rather wait till after the election.
Right. I mean, in my experience is usually these kind of community districts, whether it's a special taxing district or a community improvement district, they each have their own set of bylaws and how, their processes for nominating directors to their board. But they're very much, kind of driven by the community versus the mayor's office. And so, and as you mentioned, there was a pretty lengthy amount of time and energy spent on, trying to recruit neighbors and business owners to be part of this district. And, they're obviously showing up to, demonstrate their commitment to, our city and the neighborhood in which they do business or, live. And so I'm kind of the same mindset as you. We have the talent. We should probably move forward with it to put them to work.
Right. And then also people have to understand that even though you all go through this process, then we know they're going to have to be trained. It's going to be a lengthy process. So it will be after the election before it even solidifies because of what they're going to have to go through to even get to that point.
Thank you. Thank you for the perspective, Alderwoman. I just wanted to make sure that I had some understanding of what the Alderwoman from the 12th concerns were as well. But I share your sentiment and look forward to voting on these nominations.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the college.
And I renew my motion.
Thank you so much. Alderman Aldridge, I see your hand is raised.
No, ma'am. I don't know if it's raised. Let me.
Okay. Maybe
no,
it's
ma'am.
okay. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not something else. Okay. All right. With that, I'll accept the motion to approve I'm sorry. Let me be clear because I do want to make sure we pull out Miss Fair since she wasn't present. So I will accept the motion to approve the mayoral's appointees to the Baden Market Center Special Business District of Miss Tamara Keefe, Dominique Avant, Dr. Kimberly Jones, Tyanna Broadway, and Theresa Myers.
So moved.
Second.
It was moved by Vice Chair Sanye and
Previous row.
by Alderman Cone with the call for previous roll. Hearing no objections. Congratulations, you all, and thank you again for not only your time this morning, but your commitment to the city of St. Louis. All right, do we have any acknowledgement of any written testimony? And thank you again, Alderwoman Boyd, and thank you for going back and forth with us today. I know it's a balance. I know it's a balance. Right. Sometimes more than others. Okay, any announcements? No, I'll make one announcement. Everybody turn your camera on, wave your hand and tell our very own clerk, Sharita Rogers, happy birthday, Clerk Rogers.
Happy birthday, Clerk Rogers.
Happy birthday.
All right, we do need a motion to excuse the Alderwoman from the first for necessary absence.
So moved.
Is moved by Alderman Cone, seconded by Chair Clark Hubbard, that we excuse Alderwoman Weiser for necessary absence. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
And now I accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Cole, seconded by Alderman Brown, and I'm sure there's no objection. Everyone have a blessed day.